Hello, grade 7. After you watched the explanation of the new grammar rule about the present perfect, we are going to do the exercises in the student book, page 132. 132. So open them so we can write these or do these exercises together. Let's start reading the grammar guide over there in the page. We have the grammar rule about present perfect. Now we are going to do the affirmative. We are going to do it in the affirmative. Number 1, look at the sentences and complete the rules with the correct word. So we are going to complete these grammar rules here in the correct words. Before that, we are going to read these sentences. Sentence A, we've interviewed some British teenagers. We've interviewed some British teenagers. As you watched, the form of this rule is that we have the subject plus verb to have, then we have verb 3 or the past participle. Next one, I have written articles about fashion in our school magazine. So this is the subject, this is the verb to have, and here this is the verb 3. And now letter C, as you can see here, I've bought things that don't really need. So this is the subject, I, and this is the verb to have. Then we put the verb 3 or past participle of the verb buy. Now, letter D, I've started buying designer clothes. I is the subject, this is verb to have, and this is the verb 3, started. So now we are going to answer these questions according to these sentences. Number 1, we can use the present perfect to talk about the past, but only when we don't say when the action happened. So this is when we use the present perfect, as you watched. Number 2, we make the present perfect with the present simple of what? With the present simple of have. With the present simple of have. So we write here have plus the past participle of the main verb, as you can see here. Number 3, regular past participles end in what? Like interview, interviewed, it ends in ed. So it's in ed, like this, ends in ed. But there are many irregular past participles. Past participles mean verb 3. See the third column of the verb list on page 166 and exercise 2 below. They mean the page 166 in this book, and we have here what this table in question 2. Let's go to page 166. This is the page 166. You can see the irregular verbs. For example, we have be, and we have was or were, and the past participle is been. So if you want to know any one of these irregular verbs, you will find them here on page 166. So when you answer this question, if you want, you can go back to that page and do it. So now we are going to match the irregular verbs with their past participle forms, with the past participle forms, which is verb 3, as I told you before. Let's start. Number 1, be. Which one of these is verb 3? Which one? It's the verb been. So we write here letter G, like this. Number 2, break. Which one? Break. Here it's broken. Break, broke, broken. So here we write letter E. Buy. Which one of these? It's bought. Buy, bought, bought. So we write here letter D. Do. Which one of these? It's done. Done. So do, done. We write here F. Number 5, draw. It's what? It's drawn, as you can see here. It's letter L, so we write here L. Number 6, drink. It's what? Which one? It's drunk. It's letter M. Drunk. Eat. Verb 1. Verb 2 is ate. And verb 3 is eaten. Letter O. Give. The verb 3 of give is given. So we have here letter H. Number 9. Go. And we have here which one? Where is it? Go, went, and the verb 3 is where? I can't find it. We have here go. So where is that verb? It's here. It's gone or been. Gone or been. So it's J. Now we have had, and the verb 3 of have, and the verb 3 is had. So we write here letter K. Now make. Make. Verb 3 for make is made. So we write letter A. See. Verb 1. Verb 2 is so. And verb 3 is seen. We write B. Take. Verb 1 and verb 3 is taken. So we write here letter C. Where. Where. And it's what? It's worn. Worn. So we write beside what? Beside 14 we write P. Now 15, it's when. It's when, won. So we write letter N. Write, and verb 3 is written. So we write here letter I. This is the answer of exercise 2. Now let's move to exercise 3. Exercise 3 says, complete the sentences about L. Macpherson. Use the present perfect and the verbs given. We have about this girl. We are going to talk about her. She. Because we have she, we use what? Have or has. They asked us to use the present perfect with the verbs given. These are the verbs. So we will use, because we have she, we will use has instead of have. Verb to have. The verb to have that we use it with the pronoun she is has. So what should we write? We write she has, and the verb 3 of the verb make is what? This is the verb 3, make, and the verb 3 is made. Make, made. So has, and we write made. She has made films. Number 2, she and appear in magazines. This is a regular verb. So we write she has plus verb 3 is appeared. We just add ed for the verb. Number 3, she has, we put has, she has, work becomes worked. She has worked, verb 3 is work. She has worked on TV. Number 4 now, what is it? Number 4, she has, we put has, and create becomes what? Becomes created. She has created a company that makes clothes and beauty products. Number 5, she, we put has here, and the verb 3 of the verb do, as we said here, do, the verb 3 of it is done. So we put the verb done beside has. She has done a lot of work for charity. Number 6, she, we have here have. At the beginning we put has, and the verb 3 of the verb have, as we saw here, the verb 3 of the verb has is the verb had. So beside has, we put the verb had. She has had 2 children. Number 7, she, we write here has, and we have here have again, and the verb 3 of the verb have is the verb had. As you can see here, she has had a successful career. These are the answers of exercise 3. Now we are going to move to exercise 4. Exercise 4 says, complete the sentences with the present perfect form. So we are going to use the present perfect form of these verbs. So they have already gave us the verbs. They have already given us the verbs. And now we are going to use each verb once only. The verbs are break, buy, go, make, read, see, where, when, and write. Let's start. A chocolate cake. When you are talking about the chocolate cake, what do you think that we should use? I think that we should use the verb make. So we use with I, have, or has. Which verb to have we use with the verb with the pronoun I? We use the verb have. So we say I have, and the verb 3 of the verb make is made. So I have made a chocolate cake. We used make because we have to use them once. Number 2, what's the book? The Lord of the Rings. This is the name of the book. What do you think that we should use with these? What do we do with the books? We read them. So we use the verb read. So I have. What is the verb 3 of the verb read? Let's go to page 166 and find it. Here it is. The verb read. Read. Verb 2 is read and verb 3 is read. So the same spelling, but the pronunciation is different. I have read. I have read the book, The Lord of the Rings, so we used it. Number 3, the film Pirates of the Caribbean. What do we do with the films? We see them, so we use see. And the verb 3 of the verb see, as we learned here, see with what? With seen. So I have seen the film Pirates of the Caribbean. Number 4, my mom, a competition. We used see. Now which one, the competition? I will use when. I will use when because my mom is singular. We should use has or have. Which verb to have? Yes, my mom has. And because we have when, the verb 3 of when is won. So my mom has won a competition. We used when. Number 5, more than 50 emails. What do we do with the emails? We write them. So with the pronoun I, we use have, and the verb 3 of write, as we learned, is written. So I have written more than 50 emails. Number 6, what a glass. What do you think? Is it break? Yes, it's break. So I have, and break here, the verb 3 of break is broken. So I have broken a glass. My cousins and I here we have plural. So which verb to have we use? We use the verb to have. My cousins and I have what on holiday together? What should we use? We should use go. So the verb 3 of the verb go is gone. Have gone, or we can use been. We can use any of these verb 3 of the verb go. Number 8 now. I bought a present for my parents with my own money. What do we say about the present? What do we do with them? We buy them, so we should use the verb buy. We used go and we used write. So I have what? What's the verb 3 of the verb buy? It's bought. I have bought a present for my parents with my own money. The last one is number 9. I bought a suit. Which one? I wear. I wear. So, because we use have now, I have the verb 3 of the verb wear is worn. Is worn. I have worn a suit. We use buy and wear. I have worn a suit. So these are the answers of exercise 4. Now let's move to 7. Let's read the grammar guide. Present perfect with just. As you watched in the video, we said that we use the present perfect with just. We use the present perfect with just. Why? To talk about very recent events. Very recent events. It means that things that has just happened. Things that have just happened. So look at the sentences. Does just usually go before or after the past participle? Let's read these two sentences to find out where should we put the word just. A. Look, I've just bought these jeans. This is the word just. Where did I put it? We put it between the verb to have and before the past participle. Letter B. I've just spent £100 on this shirt. Where did we put the word just? Excellent, after the verb to have and before the past participle, as you can see. So the correct answer here is before. So we write here the word before, as you can see here. Now let's do exercise 8. Write replies to the questions using what? Using the present perfect form of the verbs given and just. So we are going to put these sentences in the present form with the past participle, but we have to put the word just between the verb to have and the past participle, as you can see here. Let's see this example. Is your dad at home? No, I'm sorry. He's just gone out. Is here is what? They mean by this is has. So we can write has like this. He has just gone out. And we used has because we have the pronoun he. This is a what? Singular pronoun. So we use has. Number 2. What are you looking for? B. What's the answer? My keys. I. What should we use the verb to have with I? I have. And after have, we should put what? We should put just. I have just. And the verb 3 of the verb lose is lost. I have just lost. I have just lost them. This is the answer. I have just lost them. Let's continue. Number 3. Am I late? Yes, the class is singular, so we use has, and after has we put just, has just, and start the verb 3. It's a regular, so we just add ed. Has just started. This is the answer, has just started. Number 4. Why is everybody leaving the cinema? The film what? The film is singular, so we use has. The film has, and after has we put just before the past participle. Then finish is a regular verb, so we just add ed. Has just finished. This is the answer. Number 5 now. Are you hungry? No. We is a plural pronoun, so we use have. We have just what? We have just eaten. The verb 3 of eat is eaten, as you can see here. This is N. There is no enough space here. Okay, number 6. Why is Mark at the hospital? He is a singular pronoun, so we use with it what? Has. He has just what? He has just break. The verb 3 of the verb break is broken. He has just broken his leg. Now, number 7, the last sentence. Is the computer on? No. With I we use what? I have. And now we put the just word. I have just what? Switch is a regular verb, so we just add ed. I have just switched. Add ed. I have just switched. This is the answer of this sentence. So as you can see here, these are the answers of this exercise. We learned that we use just when something has recently happened for a recent event, and we put the the word just before the past participle and after the verb to have. This is our lesson for today. I hope that you enjoyed this grammar rule that is about the present perfect. Next time we will do the workbook exercises. I want you to write these answers on your student books and send them to me. Study well, and if you have any question, you can ask me anytime you want. Have a nice day, grade 7. Bye.